Looking for a multifunctional keyboard that syncs with multiple devices? Or maybe you're just looking for something that helps you turn your tablet into something that resembles a computer. Today we'll be answering those questions and more with Bad Tech and Gaming's review of the Logitech K480 keyboard. Don't forget to stick around until the end of the video for our conclusion. Let's begin. Roll intro. First things first, this keyboard is $29.99 on Amazon, and there's a white version of it that goes for over $100, but we're not talking about that one. The link is in the description below if you'd like to check it out. So it hits the correct price point to be a value product. Now, let's dive into some of the functionalities of this device. First up, there is a dial on the left side of the K480 that points to numbers 1, 2, and 3. This refers to how many and which other devices are paired via Bluetooth at one time. P.S. This is a Bluetooth only keyboard. For those who may be curious, there is no USB dongle. You switch the dial to switch to one device or another, and it works very well. The very best thing about this Logitech keyboard is the fact that it works with every major operating system, those being Android, iOS, macOS, and Windows. Above the number row is actually a function row, just like most keyboards have, except for these are unique. These all work with any device. Also, we will primarily be talking about the Android functions, as these are clearly targeting Android devices. For example, on Android, the home-shaped button does just that. Takes you to the home screen. The recent application looking button also is pretty self-explanatory, minus one thing. It actually takes you into more of a last application, or you can slide quickly between applications rather than just seeing a full list of your recent applications. I very much so like this iteration because you can keep pressing the button to find the app that you're looking for and stop, and it takes you bam right into that app. This square with 3 lines in it may look familiar to those of you who have had Android devices in the past, like the Galaxy S3 and S4, and that's because it's actually the menu button. This was something that's actually been removed from Android phones for a long time, but the functionality still works. It brings down a menu in any app that you are in, so that way you can get to settings much faster. The back arrow takes you back one step, just like the button on the Android phone, and the search button doesn't work with all apps, but it will bring up the search option if available, and media play buttons do exactly as you'd expect as well. Pause, play, next, and reverse. One interesting thing here is I didn't expect the start or command button to really do anything on Android, but it actually brings up the Google Assistant. At first, I was unhappy about this. I thought, well, I can just call it with my voice. Until I remembered that Android's Google Assistant can actually open apps by voice. So essentially, it's the same exact function. You can search or open applications as you would with the start key on Windows, but it's just voice powered instead. I thought that was an interesting iteration. Now let's talk about build quality and design. The Logitech keyboard is heavily plastic. There are very few components that are not plastic, and they are instead a heavier duty rubber. Build quality on this does feel pretty good overall, and it is pretty solid. However, the creaking does concern me a bit. I have seen other reviews complain about the build quality, that it's not all that great. This is not something that I would actually agree with. To me, it seems like a well-built device that will last a long time if you take care of it. You can even toss it around a bit and there won't be any issue. Just don't drop it on concrete, you might start to chip it. The rubber components are pretty much anything yellow that you see on the K480. The most useful is that tablet holder, making for a nice grippy fit on my Galaxy Tab S6 this makes it so that way it does not fall easily. Also, there are 5 rubber feet along the bottom of the Logitech keyboard that hold it in place on any solid surface, even on those that are not solid. This rubber on the bottom is much stickier than the rubber that's actually in the tablet holder. Couple that with the weights inside, making the overall, this means your tablet will not fall out or get top heavy. Seriously, there have been several times I expected my Tab S6 to fall flat on the floor, and it never did. Toting around a nearly 2-pound keyboard that allows my over $600 tablet to be safe and secure is well worth the sore arm or shoulder in the long run. Finally, this brings us to our conclusion. The Logitech K480 Bluetooth keyboard is fantastic. The keys are a tad bit on the loud side, but very well spaced out. I never feel scared that my tablet is in something flimsy and may fall. I also appreciate the multiple device controls that this keyboard does give. Couple this keyboard with the powerhouse that is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S6, and this will actually give most Ultrabooks a run for their money. Overall rating for this keyboard is an 8 out of 10. And for value, it is a 9 out of 10 when we purchased it for $30 online. Overall value is just referring to how the device is built, how it functions, and just overall, is it a good product? Does it set out to do what it says it's going to do. Value being, of course, is it worth the money? And 9 out of 10 is an absolutely yes. Don't forget the link in the description below if you want to check out this keyboard on Amazon. Thank you for watching to this point. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Here are our channel members. They are our 99-cent members, so they get shoutouts at the end of every single video. Nitron Games and Dark Ash, they both have YouTube channels, so please support them like they do us. We also have a Discord if you'd like to join us and be more close to our community. Thank you guys so much for watching to this point. It is time to end.